going downstairs, down to where the market proper, where you get your vegetables and that type of stuff. And the fruit market behind on my right. This is where Jane buys all her bananas. Different prices depending on either the variety and also the condition. If they're overripe, they're cheaper, but overripe is very popular for Jane because she uses them in her banana cake. But they range from, on some days, from 80 pesos down to 60 and 40 pesos if they really are overripe. But they're perfectly good for having in your banana cake. These are some of the vegetables available at the moment. Don't ask me to pronounce them. That's a bit like a lychee, very yummy to eat. And behind that, that's avocado, melons, some more of those, I can't pronounce them. There's a bit like a lime, but it's more like an orange inside when you eat it. Mangoes, that looks like dragon fruit. And pomegranate, mandarin, apples, you name it, lemons, everything, pineapple, grapes. You can buy it all here in Naguilian. At this time, at 3:45 in the afternoon, the meat market and the fish market is looking somewhat bare because most of the meat is bought earlier on in the day, and these are just the tail end of what's left. It's all perfectly good, but it's probably more advisable to cook it that night. And this is where we buy our meat every week, and of course they're all camera shy now, but if you look around you will see many of the stores are now no longer working. They've cleaned up for the day, and that's why it's less crowded. This is the meat part, and we just walk a little bit further over, and there's some fish still available, remembering that most people might come at this time of the night for their evening meal. All the different kinds of fish. They're doing preparations in anticipation of a customer, I suppose. These are, I'm not sure what they call them. They're like eels, but is that a milkfish?
Oh no, sir.
What's that called?
Catfish, catfish.
Catfish, yes, of course.
This is milkfish.
That's a cat, yes. These are what's left of the available fish. See, another one empty. They have tuna, all kinds of fish, all ready for the evening meal. The things that they wave around are actually just to encourage the flies not to sit on them, which there are very few flies in Naguilian anyway. But if they are so lucky to come and discover us here in the fish market, you'll find that it's a very fly-free area most of the time. But those little things that they shake around tend to discourage them from landing on any of the food. So we'll just go outside and you'll see they're starting to prepare street food for sale here this evening, but those that don't want to cook or don't have the facility, they'll just come and buy from the street mall. That looks like Japanese food, steamed in like a sushi. I haven't seen that one before. They're great big woks cooking up for this evening's onslaught of people buying their evening meal. Very smoky around here because a lot of it is charcoal barbecued. All the different, you pick out what you want to eat, and they will put it on the barbecue for you, so that you can take it home. And there's big containers of different sauces that they can add to the food that they are going to take home with them. The kids love to come here because this is real Filipino food. This is why you come to the Philippines. If I can stand here long enough, you'll be able to see them through the smoke, barbecuing. Yeah, I think they're pre-cooking for later on. A very hot and smoky area. Everybody's busy at doing it. Each one has this barbecue equipment, and they are cooking them ready for sale. Once they've pre-cooked them, they will go on a tray here so that you can select what you want to eat. And again, you see that's just keeping those horrible little flies from landing on the food. And it's cheaper than having a fly swat on your food. This way it encourages them not to land in the first place. Still, as I said, there's not very many flies in Naguilian. They don't seem to like it here. And here's some milkfish being cooked as well. Again, this is something that the girls love to take home for their evening meal, with some rice and sometimes some vegetables.
Milkfish and catfish.
Catfish and
Milkfish.
right. Slow cooking, so to make sure that they're properly cooked. And on this side we have coconut drink, delicious, for I think it was 10 pesos, isn't it? 10 pesos, sir? 10 pesos for delicious coconut meal. Yeah, I'm going to have one. You won't let me go past one without one. I try and hold the camera at the same time as get my money out. 50 pesos, 40 pesos change. Thank you. Salamat. This is how the coconut is here. They cut off the outside edge and they gain access to the juice inside. And I presume the coconut is actually grated and mixed in with the coconut juice. Very delicious, as I say. 10 pesos for a nice cool drink. Now this door here, what do they call that? Goto. 20 pesos. It's a sort of a noodle kind of soup, I think. Looks quite yummy. But there they have pancit and spaghetti for sale. It's early at the moment. By the time another hour or so, when it starts, people will finish their job and they'll come here and buy their food here in the Naguilian market.